My name's Mark, and this is my wife, Maleah. We are originally from Livingston, Tennessee, currently live in Cookeville, Tennessee. And our whole number is 1383.
So all of our story started a couple of years ago. We had done camping with tents with our kids when they were smaller for years, but as we got older, we really didn't want to do the sleeping on the ground thing, and air mattresses weren't getting it anymore. So we decided that we wanted to do some sort of an RV. We started knowing that a Class A was not us. It was too big. We wanted to be able to, when we went somewhere, to sightsee. So then we were looking at doing a Class C with a toad, and really wasn't interested in that. And then we went to fifth wheel. We toured a couple of different places looking at fifth wheels, and wasn't real happy with the quality. They were kind of shoddy looking. We went into one that was supposed to be top of the line, was actually really excited about possibly purchasing one, and looked at the storage underneath the bed, and it actually had come apart in the dealer's showroom. And he's like, oh, well, we'll fix that. And I was like, wait a minute, you shouldn't have to fix that, it coming right off of the assembly line. Then we started, and we really didn't want slides. We didn't want the maintenance of that. We didn't, there was a lot of things that we didn't want. And so then we started looking at fiberglass, had looked at a different manufacturer. I was home on sick leave, actually talked to them. They were outside the country, was a little hesitant about ordering outside the country and having it shipped. And I was doing a search one day and found Oliver, and I was like, wait a minute, this is made in Tennessee. We're from Tennessee. We're getting ready to move to Tennessee. This makes sense to us. And so last summer, did a tour. He wasn't as sold as I was. I was ready to order that day. He did the tour, and he said, yeah, this is what we want. And we've so far been super happy with everything that we've seen, we've done. Everything has worked fabulously on the trailer. We've had no problems. What problems we have is just us not knowing exactly how to do it. And then we go back to the videos, and everything has worked out well. We've been super happy so far.
In addition to what she said, in our research, we learned that a lot of campgrounds and the places we want to visit, conventional fifth wheels, Class A's and such, are often considered to be too large for those campgrounds. And we decided we wanted something relatively small, relatively compact, yet not relatively, but definitely well built, where we could take it wherever we wanted to take it.
And we wanted to be able to store it at our home. We didn't want to have to store it, at a commercial place. And so, we wanted something that was small enough to where we could get it in our driveway and be able to maintain it at our home instead of having to park it somewhere. And that just came from, hearing horror stories where people go and pick up their trailers and things have happened that shouldn't have happened, that they've been broken into, or they, got damaged for somehow or another. So, this fits us. Sales department was super. I mean, we worked with Jason Lindsay. He was great. He did our tour, walked in. We kind of talked over all the different options, kind of picked out what we wanted. We did a few changes here and there, got some options that kind of changed things around, to work within our budget a little bit. And, we kind of postponed, we kind of picked out everything, and then we kind of put it on hold because, as I said, we did the tour last June. So, we told him, we said, hey, we can't pick up until May, June of this year. We knew that. And so he kind of put everything on hold, and then when the time came, he said, hey, I'll call you, about here. I got a phone call, said, hey, we're ready to shoot this, get this on the road. And everything went very, very smoothly. To pick up yesterday was smoothless. I mean, you're in and out quick. Paperwork was, ready for us. Everything was ready to go. We were in and out and camping probably within 2.5, 3 hours. And that was going through the whole thing, all the paperwork, everything. It was really quick.
What she said as well, we had absolutely no issues at all dealing with the sales department here at Oliver. In fact, that was a big selling point for us. In addition, along with the plant tour and the quality of the product, was the ease in dealing with the sales department. I mean, we could not have asked for a better experience in that regard. I think you summed it up very well. We are going to go and experience, and we're not exactly sure where all we will go yet, but we're looking forward to doing a lot of roaming around.
Yeah. He was in the military for many years, retired from the military. We've done lots of cross-country moves from Washington State to Georgia to New York to Texas. But we were always on a time crunch. You know, you'd always see these things that you wanted to go visit, but we didn't have the time. You know, we had to get to our next duty station. Now we can sit back, look at, you know, if we want to go tour something, we can stop and tour something. We have since COVID and all of that, I don't like motels. If we want to stay an extra day, if we want to stay an extra 2 days, if we want to stay an extra week, we can. Yeah. We have everything we need to do that. And that was the whole idea. We have our own stuff. We have, it's decorated to our taste. You know, we're not spending money on a hotel bill and eating out. We cooked last night. We had breakfast this morning in the microwave, out of the microwave, and we're leaving in just a little bit. We're able to do all of that. You know, we're able to eat what we want to eat when we want to eat it, and we're not on a time crunch of, we've got to eat at this time because they are, they'll close, or, if we want to go tour something, if we want to go back the next day, we can do that.
I would encourage anyone to do their homework very, very carefully. First, decide what suits them. If they have to go look at several options, that's fine, but they should decide what option is best for them. And if they decide they want to go with the travel trailer route, then research makers, not only manufacturers, but also maintenance programs, reliability, length and life expectancy of the product and such, that kind of thing. I would also recommend talking to other users of the product that you are strongly considering choosing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I would say we're in the honeymoon phase now. You know, you always have that honeymoon phase, but we've talked to different people who have had different types of trailers of all sorts. Everything from a Class A all the way down to the travel trailer, and then looking at the what fits you. And it may not be an Oliver. I mean, it may not. There's just the two of us. We don't plan on, our kids are scattered across the country. We don't plan on, our kids being with us. If they do, they'll be in a tent outside. That's just the way it is. But if you've got a bunch of kids, then Oliver probably is not for you. And I mean, it's just because of space. But for us, what we are looking for, what we wanted, this fits us. And, we spent a lot of time on the computer looking. I would look, say, hey, Mark, come look at this. What do you think of this? What do you, and we knew what we didn't want. We knew what we wanted, and Oliver fit everything that we were looking for. It just did. It just, the only thing I will say that I had concerns about is the wet bathroom, and so far that's not really been a big deal. We found a couple of things that we're going to modify in the bathroom area, but that was just going in and using it and saying, oh yeah, we need this, and we didn't know, what we were going to need in regards to that. So the forums have been great as well. All of our questions have been answered. We ask a lot of them. I tell them all the time, I'm new. I don't understand. Tell me, explain this to me. And, they're super, I mean, it's like you always have somebody, that's ready to tell you, well, this is what we did. And it's worked.
No, except that we are certainly looking forward to a long association with the Oliver family here.
Yeah. And we feel like it has been. I mean, it's funny because, well, you know, yesterday when we were talking to a person that did our walkthrough, talking to you today, talking to Mr. Lindsay, you know, we hear this. We've heard it. I don't even know how many times. We are a family. This is a family. You know, this is a family organization, and we like that. You know, we like to know that we are part of a extended family, you know, and meeting the other folks that have picked up trailers or are getting service to, you know, over the last 24 hours. I mean, last night we were all, you know, going from trailer to trailer, talking to each other, you know, well, what did you think about this, or what are your plans, you know, and it's worked out really. I mean, it's kind of nice to have that. We had that in the military. We had a military family, and you know, I feel like that we now have that with the Oliver family.